Hello and welcome to this campus tour of USPJ Academy. My name is Björn and I am one of the founders and also one of the faculty members of the Academy. And I thought I'd just, walk you through campus and show you some of the stuff that we've been doing to create this Academy and what you'll actually get as a student here. What you're looking at right now is sort of just the opening portal or the front page of the academy, and this is where we make announcements. And if there's some important stuff that we need students to be aware of, we will basically just post it here. Student can also keep apprised on upcoming events. For instance, we have a weekly Q&A sessions where students are invited to ask questions about the academy or their classes, or if they have any technical issues, they can talk to someone in either in the staff or in the faculty about those issues, and we can sort of either resolve them online or at least give you a good answer to what's going on. We also have open lectures where we invite the superstars of SharePoint to talk about some topic. Students are always invited. They always have reserved seats there, and they never pay anything. These open lectures are available to the general public, but if you're not a student, you basically have to pay to attend them. One of the most important things, of course, of being part of an online university is attending classes. And in USPJ Academy, we have multiple different classes. We have classes for beginners, we have classes for intermediate people, and we even have classes for advanced people, those who have been, in SharePoint for a while. And we also cover both developers and administrators and business users in the curriculum here. And on the right side here, you'll see that we're currently running 3 classes. Which classes run at any given time sort of depends on student interest. Students sign up for the classes that they want, and once we have enough students to run a class, we will basically just launch that class, and the facilitator will basically just start teaching this stuff. So I just thought I'd show you one of them. This is beginning SharePoint development. This is my class actually, where I'm facilitating. And what you'll see in here is that all of the classes run for several weeks, and we work on 1 week at a time. And basically, there's one major topic each week. Obviously, we're talking about something that's SharePoint development related and for beginners. So in this week, for instance, we have several lectures revolving around building development labs. Why is development building these development labs so important for SharePoint developers? There's a number of lectures here, so as you can see, some of them will be text-based, some of them will be text-based augmented by video, some of them will be plain augmented or plain video lectures, and we even have some live events. Most of course, all of those will be recorded so that you can watch them at a later time if you're not able to be there at the live events. And that's sort of the theme also for all of the training in the academy. Everything is asynchronous, so you don't need to be online at a specific time. No one is asking you to sort of be online at a specific at noon in some time zone. We have students all over the world from the west coast of the United States to the east coast of Australia and Japan. We have a lot of people in Egypt and India and all over the place. So we can't rely on people being awake all the time. It's always going to be the middle of the night for someone. So all the training here is asynchronous. Which is also, as I said, why all the recordings or all the lectures are either text-based, so you can download them and read them, or they're with videos, so you can actually download those and watch them as well. There will be multiple assignments every week, and those assignments are usually discussed in public so that other students can learn from them as well. And collaboration is a really important aspect of the training or the class training at the academy. And then, of course, we always add some additional content here as well. As you can see, we're running everything on a week-by-week basis. We only expose students to 1 week of content at a time. Now, if you want to do this training on a faster pace, or if you don't want the collaborative aspect of these classes, you can also do more or less similar classes as self-paced courses rather than doing collaborative classes. Now, the collaborative aspect here, as I said, is really important, and that's also why a lot of the activities in class class is basically talking to people about your experiences. We usually post these discussion questions, and those discussion questions will encourage people or encourage students to discuss what they've learned. So in this example, for instance, we were discussing why you would want to use virtual machines as opposed to physical machines in your environment. And then, of course, we keep the discussion going, keep the debate going, and people learn from each other and sort of multiply that learning and share their experiences. And that's very important to us. Now, the next aspect I want to show you here is basically the faculty blogs. And the faculty blogs is where the faculty members keep you apprised of what's going on outside in SharePoint. We're spending a lot of time out in both in the field learning new things, but we're also sort of watching the SharePoint news space, so we keep up to date on what's going on. And basically, we'll sort of keep you apprised of what's going on here. We'll also add some new content, stuff that we find out, smaller pieces of interesting material that might not warrant a full course. For instance, here's Eamon telling you how to replace any of the application pages in SharePoint 2010. It's basically just going to be a small piece of information, and that's going to be valuable to you as a student. Excuse me. The next thing I want to show you is the library. And the library is where we keep all of the content that we're producing and also a lot of the other content. You'll find videos here, you'll find articles, you'll find important links, you'll find all of the USP journal issues, you'll find a lot of books, and all of this is categorized into whatever discipline you're most interested in, and also the skill levels here. So you can see here that you can just click into any of these sort of links to get the filtered view on that. You can also go into the all contents view, and you can pick out exactly what you want. You'll find an amazing amount of stuff in here. So for instance, if you're looking for a book on intermediate development, you can basically just pick these from the drop-down menu here, and you can just apply, and you'll see the books that we have available for intermediate SharePoint developers. And then you can just go into any of these books, and you can just download them and just start reading them either offline, or you can take them with you on your whatever unit you're using or device you're using to read all of this stuff. And all of the content that we're producing, including that content we use in all of our classes, is also going to be available in the library here. So basically, you can pick and choose what you want to look at in the academy. And then I want to show you the labs, and the labs is sort of our virtualized lab environment where you can launch and run virtual machines in the cloud. And basically we have a number of virtual machines that have been set up here, and you can they have all these various permutations of SharePoint setup. So if you're looking to start testing something on SharePoint Foundation, for instance, you can just search for SPF, and you'll find all of these labs here. So once you find the lab that you want, you can basically just click launch, and you'll basically just get that lab up and running for you. And within a couple of minutes, you'll actually get your lab information, and you'll get a public DNS address. Right now, it's just as pending. It's waiting to get that DNS name. And once that DNS name is up and running, you can basically just connect to this server using RDP, and you can use it for whatever purpose you want. All of these labs run automatically for 1 hour at a time, but you can extend them for as long as you like. There's a small app inside the server where you can basically just extend the lab for as long as you want. You need to be logged on there, so it'll automatically terminate after a while. And of course, these labs they're laboratories in nature, so they're sort of meant for testing and experimenting. But of course, you can also use them to do assignments in class. And some of the labs are actually also targeted at one of the classes. So a class may ask you to, here's this issue that you need to resolve. Please go into this lab and resolve that lab for you. Resolve this problem, and the faculty can go in and look at that lab afterwards. And then there are the campus forums. The campus forums are where we sort of have our open discussion. This is the water cooler of the academy. We have all sorts of content in here, both stuff that's strictly SharePoint related, but also stuff that's related to the platform itself. And students are discussing all sorts of issues about student issues, navigation issues, things that aren't necessarily SharePoint related, but of course also some of that stuff. Of course, you have access to all of this stuff 24/7. There's no, we don't close at 5 p.m. You can just sit around here and spend whatever time you want, and you can learn at your own pace. If you're not attending classes, you can, hang out in the library, read some of the books that are there. You can check out the labs. You can start experimenting with SharePoint 2010 without having to install anything. Everything is here available for you, so you can pick and choose how you want to learn, and most importantly, when you want to learn it. So this is basically a brief overview of the stuff that you'll find in USPJ Academy. If you are looking to sort of become a SharePoint professional, or you want to expand on your SharePoint professional training, we actually run an open an early access program right now where you can sign up, and there will be a link to that on this page. So you can basically just click that and you can apply. So with that, I'd just like to thank you for taking the time to review this, and I hope to see you in the USPJ Academy. Goodbye.